Dime a ver qué es lo que mi gente. Soy yo, Gadiel del Orbe. Welcome back to today's episode. We have something extremely interesting that I want to talk to you guys about. Hay mucha vaina que está pasando. And also, this is the first episode back, especially after Valentine's Day. I did go on live on Monday. So if you were on the live on Monday, shout out to you. I remember who you were. John and Paola. I got to meet a lot of you guys. We got to talk to each other. I did take the live streams down because I'm still working them out. But every Monday at 8 o'clock p.m., I'm doing a live stream. You get to talk to me. We get to talk to each other. It's been great. Now, let's get into it. I want to talk about, like, I woke up this morning and there has been a couple of, like, videos circulating in Dominican Republic. Y desafortunadamente, muchas veces uno ve mucha gente haciendo videos en la República Dominicana, and you see these people, like, in DR, like, making these podcasts, and they're, like, blatantly anti-black, bro. Like, it is crazy, like, how normalized it is. And, sometimes we talk about it, bro, and then some people get mad, and people be like, oh, Gadiel, why are you talking bad about the country? I'm not talking bad about the country. I'm holding you accountable. And the people that be like, you're talking bad and really ignoring the blatant racism of our people, especially towards, like, our women, bro, you are part of the problem. And the people that are like, yo, you talking bad about the country, blah, blah. You are the problem because you are the ones that's anti-black. I know you're the racist one. I know, I'm not stupid. And I'm not going to stop talking because oh my God, you're offended. No. Señores, like, so this is what happened. This morning, I woke up and yo estaba mirando. There was this lady that came out saying that Dominicans are ugly. Bruh. Dominicans are ugly. I'm like, since when, bro? I think Dominican people are the most beautiful. I think it's very, very beautiful people. And I'm not like being delusional. I might be a little biased, maybe. I'm biased because I am Dominican. I'm proud. I come from Dominicans. But to call our people ugly, right? But you already know. I'm going to show you some clips. And you're going to see these clips where this is coming from, bro. You're going to see where is this coming from, right? All right. This is the lady that I first saw talking about this. I'm gonna start this so that you can watch it. Es feo. El dominicano es feo porque nosotros tenemos rasgos ligados, señores. Tenemos rasgos africanos, tenemos rasgos, o sea, somos una liga. Entonces, aquí no hay un rasgo como definido de, por ejemplo, la gente fina, la gente moño fino, moño bueno, como decimos, la gente blanquita. Aquí se cuentan la gente que tienen esa característica. You saw, like you heard what she said? We are ugly because we have African in us. That we don't have, like they say, good hair, or we don't have a lot of white people. That's exactly what she said. That's exactly what she said on a podcast. You imagine like all these people watching this on TV, or even kids watching this, saying like, "Oh, we are ugly." The majority of Dominicans are ugly because we got black in us, bruh. How can you do, bro? Like I could cook this girl, bro. I'm not gonna come up here and shit on her and say that this and that, like, and I'm not gonna call her ugly because she's not ugly, right? But her personality is definitely ugly. Her personality is horrible. All right. Let me see what else is she saying. She said, white, like Europe, that we don't have a lot of people that are white with European features because this is what we consider beautiful. Bruh. It's like you blatantly like why nobody like calls this place, like, if Dominican Republic, we gotta, like, in DR, bro, if you Dominican, bro, hold these people accountable. La gente de nuestro país, and I'm gonna say in Spanish, la gente que te ven esto en nuestro país, ve esta vaina, di algo, llámalo. Si esta gente pone a uno, lo ve uno mal, para poner un video así en las redes sociales, like blatant racism, bro. is ugly. I like to be saying that people are ugly because they're black. As a matter of fact, there's a yeah, I put it even on ChatGPT. There was a study. I even talked about it on my Instagram, which I posted it. Right? It said, "Why are mixed race people perceived as more attractive?" This is on the what is it? NIH. All right. This research was done by Michael B. Lewis. Previous small scale studies have suggested that people with mixed race are perceived as being more attractive than non mixed race people. Here it is suggested that the reason for this is the genetic process of heterosis and hybrid vigor. Example, crossbreed offspring have greater genetic fitness than purebred offspring. A random sample of 1,205 black, white, and mixed race faces was collected. These faces were then rated for their perceived attractiveness. There was a small but highly significant effect, with mixed race faces on average being perceived as more attractive. This result is seen as perpetual demonstration of heterosis. I don't even know how to say that. I don't even know what that word is. I don't know. I'm not gonna act like I know everything. I'm gonna tell you what I know, what I see. Okay? In humans, biological process that may have implications far beyond just attractiveness. You know why? Because diversity, real talk. Like a lot of people talk about diversity, but because of diversity, bro, we have advanced as a species. And if you think about, like, let's say the ants, if the ants are so diverse, and but their diversity is the reason why they prosper in the wild. If not, ants would have been extinct if there weren't so many diverse ants. They need each other, different species of ants. You know what I mean? Like, people mixing up with each other, people find it more attractive because what it's saying here is better for genetic fitness for their offspring. We have better offspring when we mix. You ever seen let me go back to my main screen. You ever seen, like, you know who the most beautiful people I've ever seen? Most beautiful people I've ever seen? Uh Mix of black and Asian. Why they're so beautiful? You ever seen black and Asian? You're like, oh my god, they won the gene pool. I don't like them. Every time I see that, I'm mad because I'm jealous. I wish I was black and Asian, because those are the most beautiful people I've ever seen. You see what I'm saying? Most beautiful. Diversity. And also, like, I think out of the world, what is it, looks, when it comes to attractiveness in the world, I think Dominican Republic is ranked 24. And let me tell you something. I was living in California for 18 years. There's a lot of beautiful people in California, yes. But when I came to New York City, bruh, seeing Dominican women all over the place. Señores, I love my Dominican women. Dominican women are gorgeous. And then I think this conversation started with this woman that they call in Dominican Republic. I think Veronica Bautista. She was in, like, in a little interview, right? And they call her as the most beautiful woman of Dominican Republic. You see what I'm saying? And they asked her this question. Listen to this, bro. Listen to what she says. He asked her, the Dominican woman is beautiful or ugly? She said regular. Regular. Yo, y'all live in the island of Dominican Republic. Leave the island. Leave the island. Go to Europe. Get a group of Dominicans and go to Europe so you can experience how beautiful our people really are. You see how we base beauty? She said, I cannot tell you that my features are from a European woman. So basically what they're both saying right now, both from two different women, are saying that our features are, like, our standard of beauty features come from European. They're basing it off our European standards.
en los estereotipos más universales, ¿dónde queda la mujer dominicana? Pero, ay, no, porque aquí hay demasiadas mujeres bellísimas. Pero estamos hablando de cualitativamente hablando, no cualitativamente hablando. Sacando las bellas y dejándolas. No, en sentido general. En sentido es general. Que no puedo generalizar con la mujer bella. Aquí hay muchísimas mujeres bellas. Sí, pero hay muchísimas mujeres bellas.
She should have just left it like that. She should have just said that from the very beginning. You know, there are a lot of beautiful women. Yes, that's a good thing. She's saying, yes, there are a lot of beautiful women.
Ya. Pero en sentido general, mayoritariamente hablando, la mujer dominicana.
And like in general, what we want to know in general, are Dominican women beautiful?
La mujer dominicana no es tan bonita.
She said the Dominican woman is not that beautiful. La mujer dominicana no es tan bonita.
En el caso de lo que construye un concurso de belleza.
It's like how you say Dominican woman no es tan bonita, bro. No es tan bonita. We are like the most diverse people there is. Look at this woman. Yo, let me show you this woman right here. This lady, like she's in, I think in Netflix. What is it? Dominicana. This is a Dominican woman. She's a realtor. She's in a Netflix show. She's a journalist for Telemundo. Look how gorgeous this woman is. What does it take for a first? Look how gorgeous he is. Oh my God. Everything about her is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Dominicana. Melanin. Everything. Smile, lips, eyes. Look, you could tell that she's a mix, bro. Oh my God. Look at that model. You gonna tell me Dominican women are not beautiful? She's like gorgeous, like Picasso painted just a picture. Like, yo no he visto algo más bello que esa mujer. Gorgeous. Look at that. Her taking the train. I don't know, just putting her stuff out there. But she's like, she's a realtor and she's like a journalist for Telemundo. Dominicana. Gorgeous. Melanated. Melanated, afrodescendiente. No me diga a mí que afro, que la fase es europea, que esto lo otro. Que no somos europeos. No, bro, mira esa belleza, esa cosa más linda que yo he visto. She's also a realtor on Only Manhattan. Look at that. This woman should be an actress. How gorgeous she is. And there's plenty of Dominican women. And I think a lot of people, when they meet Dominican women, they're surprised. Like, oh my God, did I know Dominican women were so beautiful? Because a lot of Dominican women don't know that they're gorgeous. Gorgeous. Dominican women gotta get out and where around other Dominicans and leave so they could see how beautiful these women are. That melanin. And let me tell y'all something about melanin. That shit don't age. That shit don't age. It don't age. This woman is gonna be this beautiful till she dies. She's not even gonna age. Gorgeous. You're gonna tell me. So it's just like it's sad to see. Let me go back. It is what it is, man. I think like and today it has been a worldwide. It has been a discussion, but sometimes like people be like, "Oh no, this does not happen in the Dominican Republic. Stop talking bad." I mean, no, bro, like this is talking bad about our women, bro. Our melanin, our African ancestry. We're a beautiful mix of people, and being diverse and mixed is what makes us beautiful, man. And there's beautiful women all over the place in different countries. I'm not saying other people are not beautiful, okay? Ethiopia, I met Ethiopian women, bro. I went to Washington, D.C., bro. and I never met an Ethiopian woman before in my life. For the first time, I went down to like a hookah lounge, and I think I told you guys before, the ones that follow me, the ones that know. I went to a hookah lounge and I saw Ethiopian women for the first time. And oh my God, I haven't seen anything that was so precious that I was just blown away. I couldn't stop staring. Ethiopian women are, like, there's something about them that's so mixed. They have full lips. They have very melanated skin. The hair is just beautiful, gorgeous. It's like their eyes are big, right? It was like I didn't know what this woman was. I didn't know it was like a dark Mexican woman. I'm like, what is she? I remember looking at my sister going like, oh my God, what is this? What is she? She's Mexican. She's Dominican. I never seen a woman that looks like her. She looks so completely different than what I ever seen in my life. And my sister was like, she's Ethiopian. I'm like, this is how they look? Where they been hiding these Ethiopian women? This is how they look? And she was like, yeah, they're just beautiful. They just look like that. They're beautiful. And nobody told me nothing. I think, we gotta, it's our job to push the beauty within our people. Man, I wish our people knew how amazing we are. I wish our people knew how beautiful we truly are. We wouldn't even disparage each other or treat each other a certain way. Leave that island. I bet you most of those people leave the island and see how they're treated outside of the island. They'll be like, oh my God, you know what? I'm not bad. I thought I was ugly. I remember when I was a kid, and I'm sharing with you guys. I think I was in third grade, and I remember because there was so much talk about being white, right? And having smaller lips, and I'm like, I have big lips. And I remember looking in the mirror, and I had braces at the time too. I have big lips, and I was like, I'm ugly. I'm dark and ugly, and I started crying as a child. You know why? Because everybody around me was saying that my skin color is ugly, bro. And it was a lie. The more mixed you are, the more beautiful you are. If you got melanin, you are beautiful chocolate melanin. Melanin is rich. Chocolate is rich. All right? You could stand in the sun for as long as you want, and it would be hard for you to age. People wish they looked like you. If there's any child watching this right now, man, you are a beautiful child. You are gorgeous, beautiful, melanated. All right? Don't ever. Those are lies, bro. And I think and then the thing is that these people, they do it on podcasts, they talk about a podcast, and they don't understand the harm that they're causing people. They're doing a lot of harm, bro. They're not even doing harm with people listening. And the sad part, that you read the comments, you see people in the comments going like, pero es verdad, a la gente tú no puedes decir la verdad, eso true. I'm like, bro, the ignorance. The ignorance is crazy, bro. That's why that's why I started a podcast. The reason why I started a podcast, no lie, I just saw the blatant ignorance. I was like, oh my God, there's no way that people are consuming this. We can't do that. We can't have these people consume this shit. So you're gonna consume what I gotta say. I'm countering what they're doing because there's a lot of ignorance. And they're okay with it. They don't care. They don't care. We also got to think about a lot of these people that come from campos and hoods and stuff like that. And they have this way of a colonized way of thinking. That's exactly what it is, bro. That's exactly what it is. And it's crazy because, man, these women are beautiful too. I'm not gonna come over here and get on the podcast and disparage them. I'm not gonna come over here like talk about how big her chin is, because it is pretty big. Like, you know, it's not bad big, but like it's pretty strong. Like, she could definitely take a punch, you know. But that's not the point of this podcast. She look like she does chin push-ups, you know. But that's the only way that you could get a chin that strong. But that's not the point of the video. The point of this video is I want to uplift, and I'm here to uplift her, just like she's uplifting that chin. But oh my god, yeah, it's just I wish but I know. Let me tell you something. There's people talked about Afro-Latinidad, and there's people talk about people for a very long time. Sociologists talk about Afro-Latinidad, and there's people that came before me. Now I'm standing on their shoulders, and it's gonna take a lot of work, but that's a work that I'm committed to doing. You guys being here every week, listening to my podcast, listening to me, man, I thank you guys. Sometimes I'm like, why would I? What am I gonna record? Why would I record it? I don't know why people even listen to me. But for you guys to be here and be like, let me listen to you, Gadiel. Thank you. I appreciate it. I thank you so much. But this has been fun, actually. I'm enjoying it. I'm getting to know people. I feel like I'm making friends online. We're building a community, and together we're building a coalition, right? When I was in Los Angeles and I saw all these beautiful Dominican people. When I went to all the people I met, beautiful Dominican people, amazing, beautiful melanated curly hair. And I love big hair. I'm gonna tell you that something right now. And you know the sad part, a lot of I go to DR. Let's say you're in Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo is very it's all about class, right? And people be like, oh no, it's not. There's no colorism and racism. It's all about class. I'm like, class and race is intertwined, bro. Class and race is intertwined, bro. It goes like this. Because they feel like people feel like, okay, yes, I gotta not only marry up or make more money, but also feel like I have to have a brighter, whiter child, right? To have whiter offspring. That means like whiten up my lineage. I usually say it's watered down. And let me tell you, I don't hate nobody, bro. I don't care what race you are. I don't hate nobody. I got love for everybody, you know. But also, there's a lot of like, especially over there. I seen a couple of podcasts talk being anti-Muslim. Like, oh my god, they're opening up a new mosque. Oh, they're gonna try. Yo, I saw this ignorant clip, and it was on Alafoque, you know, and Santiago getting on the podcast. Oh, tú sabes que I support ICE. I support ICE. I'm like, yo, like he's like comparing what's happening in Dominican Republic with what's happening in the United States. Eso no se compara. You can't compare the two. Son dos cosas totalmente diferentes. You talk about DR, which is a third world country, bro, compared to United States of America, first world country. Economically, none of this is the same. It's not the same. Everything is not the same. And there was an episode, this lady going like, oh, they're building a mosque in Punta Cana. You already know what's going to happen now. You already know what's... This girl said they're building a mosque. And these people are like the highest rated podcast. And people are listening. They're like, you know what's going to happen when they finish that mosque? People are going to start getting killed. I'm like, how? What? What? You really we really going there? Is that what you think about Muslim people? Like, oh, right away, that's part of their religion. Their religion. Bruh. I'm like, man, when there's lack of education, ignorance prevails. Damn, I should quote that. That's good. When there's a lack of education, ignorance prevails. Woo! Education, everybody. Education. We got to start teaching people, bro. Education is the key. I think we got to start. I don't know what we need to do as a society, but we need to fight for people to be educated. If you have a child, no matter where you are, anywhere in the world, if you're listening to me right now, it is detrimental to have your child be educated. Now more than ever, your child needs to be education first. And I wish I would have taken, and let me tell you, I've educated myself. And I don't think I'm the smartest guy in the world. I'm not. I'm learning. If doing this podcast, I'm learning a lot. I'm bringing people that are smarter than me. Matter of fact, I'm going to start bringing more guests. What do you guys think? You guys also let me know. What do you guys prefer? The solo podcast? You like the guests? You want, the co-host? I'm always trying different things, keeping it fresh, being a little bit more versatile. You guys let me know what you guys think. But education is a priority, because the only reason people are easily fooled is because they're uneducated. That's how come it's so hard to reach, or there's so much barriers to reach an education, to get an education in the United States of America. It's not that easy to get a master's degree or a PhD, or it's very expensive to get an education. One of the most expensive things. Why isn't it more readily available? More people are uneducated. They say every fifth adult in the United States of America is illiterate. Every fifth adult is illiterate, bro. I saw Cardi B. I love Cardi B. I ain't gonna lie. Cardi B is dope. Man, this woman, people, you could say whatever you want about Cardi B. A lot of people be like, oh, Cardi B, she's ignorant. Cardi B, esa mujer, she ignorant. No, Cardi B smart, bro. Cardi B, she talk like that because she from the Bronx. She sound like she got all y'all fooled if you think she's dumb. She is a very smart woman. She know what she talking about. She knows she's been on the right side. I hope she never changes. Let's pray. Que no cambie esa Cardi B, que no cambie, coño. Because let me tell you something. Yeah, I saw an interview. She was talking about her child. And she was like, you know what happens after school? I have private tutoring for my kids. I'm like, bruh. She gets it. After, she has her kids in sports. And after that, they're also doing tutoring. That's what we need to be doing. We have to drill education to these kids. And we need to be educated too. We need to be reading books. Because the way we're going right now, people they're defunding the Department of Education for a reason. And this happened before. Not here. But this little country called Germany. That's what they did. They burned the books. Killed scientists, bro. Great, phenomenal Jewish scientists were killed. Yeah. People, I don't know. I went on a dark path, bro. But sometimes we gotta talk about that's the state that we on. But I think it's very. I want people to get the message. We gotta get the message. The message is education. You have kids, grandkids, we all gotta be reading books, sitting down. Yes, it's okay. You can read 48 Laws of Power, but pick up an educational book. I have like Afro-Latino reader. There's books on physics, astrophysics. I got Stephen Hawking's A Brief History of Time. You know what I mean? I'm telling y'all. And then if you guys also, the readers, I know, and also I read the comments before. Like, you leave a comment. What books should we read? What's a good book to know? Let me know. Put it in the comments. Also, I know a lot of people have been asking me and be like, yo, Gadiel, when you gonna bring back your boy? I got a DM. What do you guys think? Should I bring? You guys send me a DM and asking me why I took down the video. I already told you in the past episode why I did. When it came, I brought my friend who is a Trump supporter. He wanted to talk about why he voted for Trump. And I also got a DM like, yo, bring him back because we want to hear this and that. I don't think I'm ever going to do that. Eso no va a pasar. It's a, you know, when you have a friend, and you know that they probably won't express their point in a clear way, mejor déjalo así. Let's leave it like that. All right. Bueno, I want to get on and talk about this today. I also want to thank you guys for everybody that's been listening every week. Shout out to Paola. Shout out to Passion. Shout out to John. Tariq. Everybody that has been watching this show and see the evolve, you see the difference. I appreciate you guys. I'm learning every step of the way, and you have been part of this movement, man. And the whole point of this is not only to showcase culture, but also showcase, talk about what we do, but also learn at the same time and educate people. And I'm also learning in the process. I'm not no expert, right? But I also want to showcase who we are. I also want to be the antithesis of what's going on within our people, because there's a lot of people just spreading mis and false information. But also, like, I want to be able to discover, or how would I say, I want to be able to challenge certain ideas. Not only highlight who we are in our people, but also I want to be able to bring ideas, highlight them, learn and grow, and we all grow up and build a community around it. I want us to be better. I want to see a world, bro, when people love who they are. I want to see a world, bro, whether you're black, white, Jewish, whether you're Muslim, you're trans, you gay. It don't matter, bro, and you are loved, bro. Like, I'm tired of people going like scapegoating and just looking at people and be like, these people are evil. These people are evil. We're people. We're human beings, bro. You know what I mean? And I know this system is built on. Sometimes you also gotta think about, when people want to divide us, you gotta see who is benefiting from the divisiveness. Like, why? We all saw Bad Bunny talk about unity, but why? And it's crazy. You know why? Because you see a Puerto Rican that grew up poor in Puerto Rico, that used to bag groceries, become the biggest artist in the world, and then perform in the Super Bowl and talked about unity, that we need to come together. It was like the little man versus a giant, bro. That's what it felt like. And then Bad Bunny says the story about colonization and colonialism, all this extra shit, all in one performance, and it was beautiful. I think we got to start seeing what's actually happening today. But it's part of the fight. This is part of the process, man. What matters is, are you on the right side of history? Because when you have kids, and kids grow up, they're going to say, what do you do at that time? You know what I mean? Bueno, I'm about to get going. I want to thank all you guys for being here. I love you guys. I'm here every week. Next week, I think I'm going to bring back Norberto. Have a little conversation. Let's see. Bueno, thank you for the support always. I love you guys. See you every Wednesday at 12 p.m. on YouTube. But when it comes to like on podcasts, Apple Podcasts, I'm live like at 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. 9 o'clock in the morning. All right. Lo quiero mucho. Que la pase bien. 3 hugs, 2 kisses, and 1 love.